Hello there, everybody. Giselle here. I know a lot of times people are trying to find ways to up-level their health, and there's a lot of information out there, so it can be kind of confusing or overwhelming, to say the least. And I wanted to offer a couple things that I do, and it's really quite simple to implement. You can do it in smaller steps than what I'm going to suggest. You know best what works for you. I will say, don't decide that nothing's going to work for you, because even though it might feel uncomfortable in some way, you've got to step out of your comfort zone if you're going to get any results that you want. Okay, so the last video I did, I talked about adding lemon juice or lime juice fresh to your water in the morning to help with your digestion, and it also helps to cleanse your liver. And also in the evening, like stop eating solids 2 or 3 hours before you go to bed, say 3 hours. And the reason being is because you want your digestive tract to have plenty of time to digest the food, and instead of it happening while you're trying to sleep, because then you don't sleep well. Okay, and then if you give yourself that window of 3 hours after your last meal and before bedtime, then your energy is going to go into repair instead of digestion, and then there again you will have more restful sleep. Okay, so with the lemon juice or fresh lime juice in the evening, that would be when you stop eating, that if you get hungry or you're usually, a lot of times hunger is dehydration, and if you drink some water, then you don't feel hungry anymore. But especially if you're tired or you have a lot going on, the tendency to want to eat later in the evening is stronger. I know, I've been there. And so the lemon water helps to kind of, it replaces that need to want solid foods. And there again, it's a good liver cleanser. So now, as far as other steps that you can take, I would suggest doing fasting, but the type of fasting that's intermittent fasting. Okay, so what that is, and I'll use myself for an example, not eating solids until 11 o'clock, and then stopping 8 hours later. Now, you can do 10 to 6, 11 to 7. It's just you have an 8-hour window that you can eat, and the rest of the time you're allowing your digestive tract to rest and your body to repair and rejuvenate, okay, because the energy there again is not used for breaking your foods down. Okay, so some of the questions that come up are, well, what if I get hungry before 11 o'clock? The first thing I do in the morning is I'll get a big glass of water just to rehydrate, okay? And then I'll have my hot water with fresh lemon or lime juice. Okay. Usually after that, I'll do my yoga so I can get my stretches in, and my meditation or whatever kind of ritual that you might have for yourself to prepare for the day or to ease into your day. The reason I like to wait till 11 is because I am breaking that fast more gently. So I'm not putting solid foods on my system right away. It's an easier entry back into the day as far as putting solid foods into your system. And if I get hungry before 11, I'll have a smoothie. A smoothie is kind of like a pre-digested, because it's less chewing. It's broke down already by the blender or the Vitamix. Okay. And when I do that, it's a non-dairy. So like, for example, this morning I had a smoothie with water and almond milk, big old handful of spinach kale mix, and then I had like a banana and some frozen peaches and cherries in there. Okay, and then I blended that up, and then I sipped on that. And then around 11 o'clock I had something light like a fruit salad with cashew cream to start the day. That's me. Excuse me, I have a tendency to lean more toward raw as far as fresh fruits and vegetables, and that took me a process. So whatever works for you between that 8-hour window, and then cut it off 8 hours later. In my example, it would be 7. And there again, if you feel yourself being hungry, get yourself some hot water and put some fresh lemon juice or lime juice in it. Okay, so there's some other tips that I can offer, but I'm just going to go over what I suggested today so that we don't get this much longer. So first thing in the morning, cup of water, and then a cup of hot water with fresh lemon or lime juice. Wait till 10 or 11, and then you can have your solid foods in that 8-hour window. There again, in my example, between 11 to 7. It can be 10 to 6, whatever works for you. And then at that cutoff time, if you feel like you're hungry, just do another cup of hot water with fresh lemon or lime juice in it. Okay, until next time, Ultreya, move forward with courage and in love. Bye-bye.